All right, it's that time of year. It's football season. Well, it's been football season. It's time for the NFL playoffs. And since I've already done both hockey and baseball in the past year, I figured I'd do this one as well. Probably will not do basketball when that time comes because I just don't know basketball well enough. But I want to make this a yearly thing because I think it's kind of fun, just throwing my predictions out there because I'm probably going to be as wrong as everyone else. I haven't really looked into a lot of predictions this year, and I hope that it's not like the baseball predictions where I had the same finalists as everyone else without knowing it. Uh so I'm hoping that's not the case, but we'll find out. But I'm not going to go order of when the games are happening. I'm going on the order of how they're arranged on ESPN's website. And so first game we have over here, Steelers Texans. The Steelers, they snuck into the playoffs because of a missed field goal. Funny story about that. I was watching the game, talking with people in a group chat. And so it's mostly Giants and Bills fans in that group chat. And at one point, I just said, I hope that the Ravens line up for a field goal and miss it. Not because I care about the outcome of the game, but just because that I think that'd be the funniest outcome. And it ended up happening. So the Bills fans in the chat were so thankful to me because the Ravens were out. I had no input on it, but of course because I said that it became a thing. Steelers, they're just not really a good team that's carried by Mike Tomlin somehow pulling wins out of his ass, but not doing enough to get any further than that. The Texans have one of the best defenses in the league. They are elite there. I don't see any way that the Steelers can conjure up points against the Texans, at least not enough to win. Texans offense has been rough, but I think their defense is just so good that they'll make it past here anyway. I have the Texans up next, winning this game. Jaguars Bills. This is gonna be a really good one. Uh, Jaguars blew everyone out of the water. I don't think anyone expected them to be here at this point. They traded away, I think, this year's first in order to move up to draft Travis Hunter, who has not really been a difference maker because he's been hurt. But it's a good thing that they went off this year, so even if they so not having the pick isn't a big deal because it's not going to be a high pick. The Bills are Josh Allen. They have nothing else. I mean, I guess James Cook, but it is just Josh Allen willing this team to any sort of relevance. And he is good enough to carry a team to win any game. But you make it a lot easier on a guy when you actually give him things to work with. The Jaguars play a complete game. The Bills don't really do anything aside from having Josh Allen Superman his way through these games. And I don't think that Allen, especially this year with the negative receiving help that he has, will be able to do anything against the Jaguars. So I have the Jaguars winning this game. And then Patriots Chargers. That's going to be a really interesting one. Patriots have come out of nowhere again. And we might get another Patriots dynasty. Uh Man, I'm tired of Boston winning. But the Patriots, they're very good. The Chargers are very good, but the Chargers have no O line. Ju- uh, Justin Herbert gets no help. He gets no protection. Well, he has some receiving help. Could probably use some more, but it's not terrible. Uh, and I think that the Chargers could pull this out, but considering that their offensive line doesn't exist and the fact that they are the Chargers and that reputation that they have, I can't in good faith bet against the Patriots in this game. I have the Patriots taking this. Now on the NFC side, Panthers Rams. This is one that I've been psyching myself out over this entire time. Ever since this was revealed, I was like, okay, there's got to be some way to explain that the Panthers will win this game. I know that they won the first matchup, but I keep on trying to believe that the Panthers, who went 8-9, they're not very good. They won a terrible division. That's why they're here. They won the division after losing in week 18 because the Falcons won and forced a three-way tie at 8-9. Which I want to speak about the Falcons real quick. Everyone jokes about the Steelers and 9-8 jokes. People don't bring up the fact that the Falcons go 8-9 every year. They are just as mid as the Steelers, but no one brings it up. Anyway. I know that the Panthers beat the Rams, but that came on the back of, I think, 3 turnovers in that game, and the Rams haven't turned the ball over very much this year. I don't expect that to happen again. I know the whole curse wheel thing, and I want to buy into that, but as much as I want to say that the Panthers win this game because I think it'd be hilarious, I can't, in good faith, say, I can't come up with a reason to actually believe that. I have to go with the Rams. Eagles 49ers. Eagles have no offense. 49ers have no defense. When it's going to be 49ers offense against the Eagles defense, it's going to be a fantastic game. When it's the Eagles on offense, it's going to be a complete shit show. I think that the Eagles are complete frauds. I do not like their game style. I don't think they play well. I think they get carried on luck and stupid bullshit. I don't think that they are very good. 49ers have quietly been very good, but that true to them every year, they are ridiculously injured. They're missing both Fred Warner and Nick Bosa on that defense. If they had those two, I would say that they were probably the 1 seed this year. But they can't... I need to know what's going on in the 49ers facilities because they are badly injured every year. Whoever your athletic trainers are, they need to be fired. They are awful. So I think this will be a really interesting game. I don't know if it'll be good per se, but I think it'll be fun to watch in some ways. I probably should go with the Eagles here, but my bias as a Giants fan, I hate them so much that I don't want to pick them. And for that reason, I'm going with the 49ers to win this game. Bears-Packers. Speaking of having no defense, the Bears, they don't have one either. I mean, it's better, but they didn't, well, their offense was fantastic against the 49ers who couldn't stop anything. And then against the Lions team that didn't have anything to play for, they couldn't do anything on offense. Caleb Williams still has not thrown for 4,000 yards, so the Bears still have yet to have a 4,000-yard passer. I think he broke the franchise record, but when it's not over 4,000, it's not something... I mean, I guess it's something to write home about, but not crazy. And the Packers have been pretty injured lately and have lost 4 straight. Granted, last week they had nothing to play for and didn't even try. They sat all of their starters, so they didn't look, because they were locked into the 7th seed, so why get anyone hurt? And I think they'll be a lot healthier heading into this game than they have been. I think they'll be better than they have been lately. And considering the history between these franchises and how the Packers have fared against the Bears' recent memory, I'm taking the Packers to win this game. I have all 3 wildcard teams winning in the first round for the NFC. And I have the Texans winning here, but that's not that surprising. And so that's first round, wildcard round. Divisional round, we have Broncos-Texans. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Full defense. I don't like either of their offenses. that much really. Bo Nix has been it's been pretty good, but I think that his clutch gene or the way that he's been able to come in clutch in games is unsustainable. They've won a lot of one-score games, making them seem a lot better than they actually are. The Texans, I think they're on like a 9-game win streak. It's ridiculous. They started 0-3. I was talking with a at the beginning of the season after I want to say they beat the Ravens. Um, Stockman was like, "Hey, they're finally looking good," and then I didn't really think about it again until late in the season. Oh, they're like really in the playoff hunt, huh? I thought that C.J. Stroud had just lost everything that he had from his rookie season. I thought he was just gone. Because most of last season, or even heading into this season, I've been higher on him than most people have. And then, but they've really seemed to pick it up. Uh, but the big issue for them is they have no offensive line, and so Stroud has no time to throw, and they can't get a run game going. The Broncos do have a pretty good O line, and that will protect Bo Nix against this Texans defense, where the Broncos defense will not be stopped by the Texans O line. So I think that the Broncos should win, but there's something about the Texans winning this game that I like, so I'm picking them over the Broncos. Patriots Jaguars will probably be the best game of the playoffs if this is what we get. These teams were nothing last year. Now they are top, absolutely top teams. They are both incredible. They have so much going for them. They're very balanced. They have a lot good offense, good defense. They can play. And I I think I just buy into the Drake May hype more than I buy into the Jaguars hype. I I really bought into when Drake May was drafted. I was convinced the rumors the day of that the Giants were going to trade up to draft him because he was the quarterback of that class that I wanted. Which now that we have Jackson Dart, I'm not too upset about it because I really like him. But I really wanted Drake May. He is incredible. I don't know. It's going to be between him and Stafford for MVP. I think winning the division is probably going to give the edge. Winning the division and not sucking towards the end of the season will give the edge to May. Both of them are worthy of getting it, but I think it's going to go to Drake May. And as good as the Jaguars have been, I find they haven't gotten the best out of who should be their top receivers. And I think that'll be what holds them back. I mean, Travis Hunter is hurt. Is Brian Thomas hurt too? I don't know. But either way, I think that the Patriots will narrowly squeak out this victory. Seahawks Packers. The Packers' luck ran out with the Bears. I don't think they have enough to beat the Seahawks. This defense is completely suffocating. There's nothing that anyone has been able to do to stop the Seahawks. I have questions about Darnold's ability to not turn over the ball. He's definitely been a lot better than I had written him off after Carolina days. I did not expect anything. But last year with the Vikings, he was really good until the playoffs where they were where he was terrible. That was one game. The Packers, they're missing Micah Parsons. They're not going to be able to stop the Seahawks. JSN has been absurd this season. Uh Wish I didn't take Drake London the pick before him in fantasy, but oh well. But I don't think the Packers are going to be able to match the Seahawks defense and be able to out offense the Seahawks. So I'm going to take the Seahawks to win here. Rams 49ers. everything I said about the 49ers defense still holds here. Brock Purdy and that offense, Brock Purdy has been fantastic these past few weeks. It was well, they didn't look good against the Seahawks, but the few weeks before that, he was incredible. And CMC really good. They don't really have much else going for them though, and it's always it's always tough remembering who is injured because I'm like, is Trent Williams injured? I don't remember. And this is also 2 weeks from a week and a half from now because I'm recording this on January 8th. It should be going up later that day. But the Rams game is more complete. They have better receivers. I think Stafford is a better quarterback. Their defense is much more stable. And while they've struggled these past few weeks, I don't. I think the Rams game is just too complete. So I can't pick the 49ers. I'm going with the Rams for. I was about to say for an NFC West matchup, but that would have happened regardless of who won this game. And then for the AFC Championship game. This one I I predict the Patriots will win this game. But I'm right there on picking the Texans. I'm so close. If they can show me if they can put up really statement wins, well, the Steelers should be a statement win because they suck. But if they play the Broncos, if I'm right about all of this, and they beat the Broncos with a strong performance, I might be changing my prediction as I do the comment where I edit with my predictions for each round. I'm right there. But I can't. I have to give this to the Patriots. I'm so close to giving it to the Texans, but it's going to the Patriots. And then Seahawks versus Rams. The Seahawks swept the Rams in the regular season, which I have holdups about those because again, it was a turnover issue and just that second game was fantastic, but also a complete disaster. Like I don't think I've ever seen a 2-point conversion that strange. The one where I think it was 2-point conversion Darnold passed to his left. It was ruled forward on the field, but on review, it was found to be backwards. It was bobbled, went into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet just picked up the ball. He was standing in the end zone. And then on review, because it was a backwards pass, it was a good 2-point conversion. I think that the Seahawks have lucked into those wins against the Rams. I know they beat them twice. But the Rams, I've spent for weeks, I shouldn't say for weeks, but about a month ago, I was looking at the season and going, no team looks any good. They all look like they're terrible, and there's only two teams that I look at and go, they are true contenders. These are the ones that should be making a run to the Super Bowl. One of them is the Patriots. The other one is the Rams. And so throughout this, I've been set on the Patriots making the Super Bowl for a while. I mean, I know I just said I was right there on flipping to the Texans, but that's been a recent development. The Rams, I mentioned this in the Panthers game. I've been psyching myself this entire time trying to find where do the Rams lose, because it can't be this matchup. It's what I've been thinking. This can't be it. But I can't find a way to justify the Rams losing. And so I think we will get, to my knowledge, the first Super Bowl matchup to happen 3 times. I think we get Rams-Patriots again. And between these two teams, I think I've said so much about these two teams. There's not much that I can really say that hasn't already been said. I think the Patriots are... I think that the Rams are the better team. But I think because of the allure of Boston sports and the way that they keep fucking winning, and we can't have one in New York since 2011. The Patriots keep winning, or the Boston keeps winning. I think that the Patriots, I don't know if their dynasty will return, but I think they get a win here and become the first franchise to win 7 Super Bowls. And that would mean that the Rams have been in 5 Super Bowls, 3 of them against the Patriots. Those 3 they lost. The 2 that they didn't play against the Patriots, they won. So, oh yeah, and LA has won quite a bit lately too. Yeah, they have it too good over in LA and Boston. So, with that, I think the Patriots are winning the Super Bowl. How many points? I don't care. I only used this version because it was the first one that I could actually find a bracket for in the links that I clicked. Uh so yeah. Patriots win the Super Bowl. We get another Boston win. And I actually kind of like the Patriots team as a whole. I've mentioned before I really like Drake May. The whole Drake May lover shtick and like the Drake May. I really like that stuff. But the fact that it has to be the Patriots sucks. But yeah, these are my predictions. They're probably going to be very wrong. Someone come back after the round is over, so or after the playoffs are over, and laugh at me because I'm probably going to be very wrong. I would love to be wrong on every single one of these picks except for this one. No, the Eagles still need to lose. Please get the tush push banned. Anyway, that's about it. This will be uploaded later. See ya.